up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name is What's Going On, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video. And today, we're going to go on ahead and showcase all of the customs that we have done for Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, of course, if you guys do enjoy today's video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button. Welcoming us to today's video is the one and only Peter Parker with the mask pulled up. That's the design. I think we called it Spidey Parker. Let me see. What do we nickname it? Yep, Spidey Parker. So this was the first design that we completed. Obviously, as far as abilities, we did go on ahead and give him the ability to go on ahead and web swing, because after all, if he's wearing the mask on his head, it would probably be safe to assume that he can go on ahead and web sling all around. We didn't give him any web shooting or anything like that. I just felt like it was something that we could have kept off on this design, since it's the more casual clothing look for Parker. But this was not the only take on Tom Holland's Spider-Man that we designed. This is just one of the designs that they actually released IRL. Was kind of a design with him having the mask pulled up, which was kind of cool. It was part of like a, I think, triple or quadruple pack of characters, something along those lines. But regardless, the other design that we did put together was the regular Peter Parker look. So this is kind of the school outfit Tom Holland. Now, a few of you guys did disagree with me as far as the hair. You guys said like, oh, it should be far lighter. I don't know why I felt like, to me, in my opinion, Tom Holland's hair is pretty dark from what I could tell. But again, I'm no expert in that, so I'm just pointing it out as like a flaw that I did hear several times repeated. So if you wanted to adjust that, you can obviously go on ahead and change up that on this design. Now, the other thing that I should mention is that down in the comment section, or down in the description box, sorry, below, I will link videos that show how we created all of these characters step by step. So if you're curious about like, okay, well, actually, what torso piece is that? Or what arm color did you use? Or whatever it might be. How did you activate the ability for him to be able to go on ahead and web sling? Whatever it is that you would want to see, it will all be covered in those videos, so you can go on ahead and check those out as well. So from there, we transition to the wonderfully awesome Zendaya's version of MJ, which again, I don't think they've ever in the movies ever called her Mary Jane Watson yet. So I don't know if they actually will, but I guess maybe the twist is going to be that this is not actually MJ. I don't know. Whatever it is, regardless, in my opinion, she's MJ Watson. So that is the character that we created, MJ, and I think we did a pretty good job. We went with like a hoodie type look and everything like that, so we were trying to get as accurate as the actual minifigure for her is, the one that they released in the Spider-Man Far From Home Lego sets in real life. So that's what we tried to replicate with kind of the gray hoodie that they gave her there. And overall, we did a pretty good job. We gave her the double jump ability. She has a ground pound ability. She can obviously punch and kick. And then we obviously gave her a bunch of like technological abilities and things like that, because obviously she's super duper smart in the Far From Home take of MJ. She's not like an actress or something like that. She's pretty much like a tech geek, just as much as Parker would be. So that's why we gave her those abilities as well. So from there, we go on ahead and transition to some more heroic picks, and that would be the stealth-suited Spider-Man. So yes, indeed, we have the ability to go stealthy, because after all, it is stealth-suited Spider-Man. I think that would be very, very appropriate to include. This is also known as codename Night Monkey, right? Was the name of the actual superhero name that was invented. Now, we did give him the webbing ability, as you can see, so he can fire away webs as well. They don't particularly look like webs. I agree with that, but they definitely look like webbing. And sorry, they don't sound like webs, because they just make like a sound effect of what sounds like some sort of like an electric jolt. But that's the best that we could do within the abilities that are available to us. So after this, we did go on ahead and build Mysterio. In fact, we did two different variations of Mysterio. The first one was Jake Gyllenhaal, or like the unmasked version of Mysterio, which I was very, very, very happy with the way he turned out. I think that out of all the customs that we did for Far From Home, this is my favorite. But I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below, which design do you think we did best with? But don't jump to conclusions yet, because there's still two other characters to look at. So the other design that we did was for Mysterio as well, which I Did I literally just call him Mysterio as well? I think I did. But this is the helmeted version, or the fishbowl version as well. So it's pretty much the exact same costume, apart from the big giant fishbowl on his head. So that's the key differentiating factor, so that you could go on ahead and design either one of the looks, whether you want the unmasked Gyllenhaal Mysterio or the masked Gyllenhaal Mysterio. It's up to you for your personal preference. I think that this one is actually really, really cool looking. I feel like it is a pretty cool rendition on Mysterio, and I feel like we did a pretty good job of differentiating him compared to the regular Mysterio that is in the game. Now, the next character we're going to look at, I guess there's actually two more characters to look at, is going to be another villain, and this is Hydro Man, who does have the ability to go on ahead and blast water, actually in several different ways. We did both bolts and like a continuous stream, plus the, come on, the biggest hiccup in the universe. There it is. So you can blast away some water and take down foes that way as well. So he's got like a multitude of different abilities that we included for him. We did try to make him close to the design that they made for the actual Lego minifigure, because I feel like that's an accurate take, at least to an extent. Obviously, ideally, this character should be ginormous and brick built in order to be extremely or much more accurate. And then last but certainly not least was our last character design, which was the upgraded suit Spider-Man, which I'm actually really pleasantly surprised by how much you guys enjoyed this design. A lot of people actually said that they loved the way that this one turned out, which I was so happy to hear, because I was a little bit concerned when I chose to use the Ant-Man, I think, torso piece was what we ended up using for this one, because it felt like it was more correct as far as like colors and patterns and everything like that. Like, it has to be red and black. It can't be red and blue, because otherwise that's the old school Spider-Man. So we matched a bunch of different either Spidey parts and some non-Spider-Man parts, and overall we ended up with a pretty fantastic rendition on the character, with of course still webbing. He does have the ability to web sling as well. So we included all the key elements that you would anticipate from a Spider-Man characters. So with all that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and obviously I do indeed hope to see you guys here on the next customs video. There's still plenty more custom videos coming your way, including for some of the other big blockbuster movies coming out later on this year. Of course, if there's any other characters that you feel like we should create from Far From Home, let me know down in the comment section below. And in addition to that, of course, if you have any suggestions about how we could improve the designs that we already have, you can always tweet your renditions or your designs, or tag me on Instagram. It's at Blitzwinger on both of those platforms. Hopefully you guys can hit that follow button. Peace out, guys. I'll see you all later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.